It's time for the insane, the honest, and the profane with your host, Brandon Combs.
Jed Hoyer has been a coward as a GM. He doesn't go out and he doesn't make the big splash signings. He doesn't spend the money in the right places. But then I don't let Craig Counsell off the hook because, yes, did he get put in a bad spot with this rotation by Jed Hoyer? Absolutely. But then you didn't put those guys that you did have in a position to succeed in the playoffs.
And Ryan Fitzgibbons.
I mean, if he's just as good as Justin Fields, it's probably the worst draft pick in the history of Bears football. It probably is. And one of the worst draft picks in the history of the NFL.
It's Combs and Fitz, Windy City Sports Talk, right here on ChicagolandSportsRadio.com. And welcome to Combs and Fitz, Windy City Sports Talk. It's your boy, Brandon Combs, along with my guy, Ryan. I had no clue what number Super Bowl this is. Fitzgibbons. Fitzy.
I figured
Brother. Had a week off. We took a week off, just like the Pro Bowl has taken about 10 years off. We took a week off for the Pro Bowl.
The flag bowl.
Dude,
flag football ball. Is it even flag
Sanders
football
was
anymore?
A Pro Bowler. Shedeur Sanders.
Who's statistically one of the worst quarterbacks ever to play.
54% completion percentage, 7 touchdowns to 10 interceptions. Pro Bowler. So let's start there real quick. Can you, because it's been a conversation all week, and I had this conversation on BetMGM tonight, and it just drives me nuts. And we actually asked Tim Grunhard, who joins our show quite frequently. He coaches over at St. Lawrence. He played with the Kansas City Chiefs for 11 years, Pro Bowler himself. Can you, when it used to be, when you look up a guy's stats, when a guy is selected to Hall of Fame, how many Pro Bowls did he make? Is he a Hall of Famer? How many Pro Bowls was he in? And now it's to the point where you got guys like Shedeur Sanders becoming Pro Bowlers, not because people really thought he was a Pro Bowler. So I don't really put this as much as I do into the Hall of Fame, but because 10 other guys said no before they got to Shedeur Sanders. So can you really count this as a career accolade anymore? Can this be a career accolade where you're like, oh, yeah, at the end of Shedeur Sanders' career, and if we're looking at him and being like, oh, what did Shedeur Sanders ever do? Can you go, well, he did make a Pro Bowl. It doesn't count no more, right?
I know. Well, we say that about Trubisky, and a couple guys didn't want to play that year, but at least Trubisky had like 24, 25 touchdowns. Trubisky was actually pretty good in 2018. I mean, wasn't bad. Was middling. Shouldn't have been a Pro Bowler. Can we figure out something else? I mean, like you said, I didn't know the number Super Bowl round. We're on Super Bowl 60. Been doing this football thing a while. Can't we figure out some other thing to do with the Pro Bowl here?
Yeah. Our guy Grant Leader chiming in. Grant, one of the co-hosts on new podcast I'm a part of as well. I'm a whore.
Jeez,
I'm a podcast.
The hardest working man in podcast land.
For the divided podcast, though, Grant Leader says you got to look at their impact on the field. Sanders has 0 to negative impact on the field. I mean, well, yeah. I mean, he's terrible. Nobody thinks he's good, but the problem is nobody else wanted to go to the Pro Bowl. So they were like, hey, Shedeur, would you like to go throw a couple of interceptions in the Pro Bowl? And he was like, yeah, hell yeah, I can do that. They were playing in a warehouse, it looked like.
Yeah.
The Pro Bowl was on a 50-yard field in a warehouse with like maybe 500 fans in attendance. It's a joke now, man.
I mean, if we make everything safe, things get boring. I mean, that's one of the big problems with things being safe. But if you try to be too safe, you're not free and you're not safe at the same time. You never can make anything totally safe. These guys could pop an ACL, running, jogging. Like what are we doing here? Can we just figure out something, whether it's a contest or something like that has some athletic ability and is fun? I mean, even baseball has a home run derby, which could be fun sometimes. I know I say it's dull, but this sport is slowly trying to turn itself into flag football anyway. I say it all the time. Yeah. The NFL is turning into basketball with traveling. Basically is.
Basketball also has traveling now too, so you could just say it's turning into basketball.
And why does college football seem to do everything right and the NFL kind of just does everything wrong? Like, there's never a controversy. There's never a time where one team that probably should be in the Super Bowl doesn't make the Super Bowl because they don't know what a catch is or an interception or a fumble. And then another team doesn't win the game. The Bears, the most popular team in the league, by the way. I mean, is there any doubt that the Bears are the most popular team in the league, or were this year? All the games that the Bears played had the best ratings. So that team did not make it because you didn't know what a catch, a fumble, or an interception was.
Well, it's because the controversy in college football is typically like over the transfer portal or the schedule. Did you see the schedule, by the way?
All I care about
playoff next year.
All I care about is the game. Really, I do. All I care about is what is happening in that 60 minutes. Everything else. Okay, I don't really want to say what I want to say right now. I'm gonna actually, for one of the first times, if they're all murdering people outside of the game, all I care about is the 60 minutes. And the 60 minutes of NFL football. I do like to watch professional football more than amateur or college, whatever you want to call it. Sorry to filibuster a little bit here, but that's all I want to watch. And the 60 minutes of college football is just better governed, better play. It's just, there seems to be more of an effort in some of the games. I mean, and it's better officiated. It's by far better officiated. And the rules are much better. Like, why? What are we doing here? We went to a 2-point conversion. NFL used to not have a 2-point conversion. We did that. We changed overtime where it's almost college football now. Like, let's just stop.
You want me to
NFL college football, and let's get rid of all these dumb rules. Come on.
You want me to make you out on college football? You want me to change your mind right now?
Yes, change my mind.
2026, the college football playoff schedule has been released. December 26th will be the quarterfinals. January 16th will be the semifinals. January 25th will be the championship game. 3 rounds, 1 month.
And then, well, if you have your conference championship games, it's like 6 weeks.
There is a 6-week layoff between the conference championship and the quarterfinal. Okay. Like the 4 teams that get a bye.
Maybe I do care a little bit about what happens other than that on the 60 minutes. Maybe I do care a little bit.
There is a severe disadvantage to getting the first round bye, and I think it's actually it's a 4-week layoff between the conference championship and the quarterfinals. But still, if you are a team that gets a first round bye, you're at a disadvantage. You just are. That's too long of a layoff. And then not only from that, from the quarterfinals to the semifinals, we've got another 3-week layoff. And then to the it's insanity.
Yeah.
I don't know what the college football playoff is thinking, but now not only are you going to be playing the college football playoff where it's normally played after the wild card weekend, now it's going to be played 4 days before the NFL conference championships. It's crazy.
I don't. Why?
I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to extend these things out. These playoff games, these college football games. I don't know if they're trying to get more bowl game. I don't know what the deal is. It's clearly money driven. But that length of time between the college football playoff quarterfinals and the college football championship is insane, let alone the amount of time you have off between the conference championships. And imagine if for all these teams that are going to be playing in the college football playoff that aren't even playing in their conference championships. Now, some of those teams are going to have 6 weeks off between games. It's just, it's insane. It is absolutely insane. What college football has to do, and I know that the conferences will never agree to this, you have to get rid of the conference championships because they are meaningless. They just are now.
At this point, unfortunately, they are. Yeah. They used to mean something, I think eventually they will do that.
The only thing it means now is you get a first round bye, but those are going away too. You're not getting first round buys anymore.
To your point, they're not playing in that. Some teams aren't playing in that game.
Yes.
Like there's no point. That saves a week. And then I think Jeremiah says start a week earlier. Aren't they already starting a week earlier? When are they going to start? July 4th now? I mean, it's getting a little. I mean, they already start a week earlier now, right?
Well, every sport is starting earlier now. I mean, we were talking about this before the show, but I mean, you got baseball's opening day. Wrigley Field, March 26th is opening day. Like I used to think it was cool.
Though.
Like the first couple of days where I was
probably
the first couple of years,
but I love it.
Yeah, but it's and you know it's going to be like a wind chill of -5 degrees that day, easily coming in off the lake. It's just, I mean, that's just the way it's going to be.
It could be 80, but I doubt it.
I don't like,
That's why I'm all for global warming, by the way.
You know what? If it means we can cut out winter, I'm all for global warming too. Like I
mean, really I'm okay with winter until January 2nd. Then it's just like, okay, let's start baseball.
I'm okay with winter from December 24th to December 26th. Just for Christmas. Let's just have 3 days of winter. Everything else 65 degrees or more.
Yeah.
I like that idea.
Yeah, that's not bad. Let's talk to the committee.
Let's, we could make it happen. I mean, they're controlling weather all over the place. Florida just outlawed it, so you can't control weather in Florida apparently. But everywhere else you can control the weather. This place is look. I love my country. I love America. I fought for my country. I wear Team USA stuff all the time. We wear veteran stuff all the time. I'm getting so close to just moving to a different country though. With everything going on in this country, I'm getting so close to just moving out of this country.
Here's going to be your problem with that. We might have actually taken over that country by the time you move.
Probably. That's the thing for today that nobody thinks about.
We're an empire now. I'm sorry. We might be an empire now.
We have a separate
separate
halftime show tonight. For those that don't know, a separate halftime show for the Super Bowl tonight called the All-American Halftime Show because people were so up in arms about Bad Bunny being in the Super Bowl. But I don't know if anybody knows this. I don't know if anybody, didn't pass 5th grade geography. Bad Bunny's from Puerto Rico. And Puerto Rico's America.
Pretty much. It's not a state.
We already have an all-American.
There's literally no reason
why
show. It's not a state. And there's no reason why it's not a state. It should actually be a state at this point. I don't know if they don't want to say 51. It's the whole electoral college thing.
And not to get into politics and any of that, because I'm not a political person. I hate I hate the left, I hate the right. I think that they're all idiots, and we should just sit on the fence and actually have a conversation about our country. But
true,
you to sit there and have I found it funny that you're having a separate halftime show called the All-American Halftime Show, even though the person performing this halftime show is American.
Why is anybody worked out? I'm not worked up about it. People are really trying to get me worked up. People are trying to get me worked up about it.
It drives me nuts. It drives me nuts. I don't care either way, because here's how it is every year for the halftime show. You have a performer that a lot of people are complaining about because they don't like his music or her music, and then you have a lot of people who love it because they like his or her music. I'm not a Bad Bunny fan. I don't listen to a lot of Bad Bunny music. So you know what I'll do at the halftime show? The same thing that I did when Bruce Springsteen was playing the halftime show. The same thing I did when The Who was playing the halftime show, because I'm not a big fan of those people. I'm going to go grab some snacks. And I'm gonna go do something during the halftime show.
Tom Petty too, and they were great shows. I did almost the same thing, because I've seen those bands live. Actually, I've seen Tom Petty live, Who live. I haven't seen Springsteen live. I'm not a huge fan, but he really did a great job. I mean,
if you're at a Super Bowl party, nobody's watching the halftime show anyway. You're all talking.
I don't even care. Like I care about the football. When I'm playing football, I don't really need the Super. You could play the old Super.
Your sister.
That we do not have a national language. His music is all Spanish, you idiots. We do not have a national language. We don't. You know
who else sings in Spanish? Shakira.
Yes, it's English. We all know it's English. Yeah. And she
was
did
anybody up in arms when
show.
Shakira did the halftime show?
I was up in arms in a different way. Actually, low in arms.
Yeah.
There was
I like Jennifer Lopez. Jennifer Lopez did a halftime show.
In places.
Yeah.
Shakira's. It's next level stuff there.
Unreal.
Makes me sweaty.
Yeah. I mean, it's no nip slip, but it was pretty good.
Sweaty, and I'm not even while sitting down.
Her hips don't lie. That's for sure. That is for sure. She's saying, "Who cares, Megan? Like, who is seriously?"
She did not sing the whole thing in English. She did not sing the whole thing in English.
No, she didn't. But you don't like she.
And
you know what's funny?
Feet. Can I just?
You know who her guest star was in that show? She had a couple of them, but do you know who came out and sang with her in that show? Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny came out during that halftime show and sang with her. So, like, that's what I look. I don't care either way. If you want to listen to the halftime show, listen to it. If you don't, do what everybody else does and go get some snacks or go have a conversation with somebody. I don't care about the damn halftime show. I don't care what language you're singing it in. It doesn't matter. I'm not watching unless I'm interested. There's been a couple that I've watched. I watched the Eminem one a couple years back because I was interested.
It's pretty good.
I watched the Usher one a couple years back because I was interested.
No.
If it's music, I would love to see Jelly Roll perform at the halftime show. I would pay attention.
Yes.
Right. But if it's an artist that I don't care about, like I didn't even because I'm not a big Prince fan. And Prince is one of the best halftime performances of all time. I didn't watch it because I didn't care about Prince.
I think we should all, I mean, we can have the conversation. Has entertainment gotten worse in this country? It definitely has. I mean, the top entertainers right now aren't very good. Top entertainers are not the Rolling Stones, are not the Doors, are not the Beatles, are not those bands who are like super hyper talented, great poetic artists. Kind of, they're not a lot of the top entertainers are in that same field anymore. Why is that? We can talk about that, but who gives a crap? I agree. Which is podcast Spanish. Oh yes. Okay, I like his profile picture today.
He's one of the most popular artists in the world.
He's got the Joe Namath when he tried to kiss Susie Colbert.
Oh God.
Which I love it. This is the only profile picture I've ever liked, so I think we should celebrate it. Thank you, Downey Thomas. Where is the bathroom? Is that where's the bathroom?
I don't know. I don't know what it says. Jeremiah says he's one of the most popular artists in the world. I couldn't care less about his music or the halftime show. I agree. Like he just won. Didn't he just win Album of the Year at the Grammys?
Yeah, he won something at the Grammys. I didn't watch it. Sometimes I do check into the Grammys because that's like the only award show I actually like because there'll be a couple of arrangements that are pretty cool to listen to, but I didn't watch this year. But yeah, I mean that's it. You got a guy Bad Bunny who I've listened to his music. I just don't think it's as good as some of the older music. I mean, we're talking Michael Jackson and Motown and all this. How America took the world over in entertainment and music, and now it's just not at the same level. I think we can all admit that, and there's a lot of reasons for that, but that's not the conversation we're having.
By the way, Jeremiah's comment, I just Googled it. It says, "Can I go to the bathroom?" Can I go to the bathroom is what that means.
You're getting older, Jeremiah. Says, the only time you're not wanting to go to the bathroom is while you're going to the bathroom.
He also says, "Oh, the Grammys happened. I don't care about that. They did happen. I didn't watch. My wife watched. My mother-in-law watched. I did not watch.
It's one of the shows I will watch. Like I said,
it's another one. Like these award shows are just they're same thing. They're just becoming politically driven popularity contests
too now.
It's insane. It's just not even worth watching anymore. I saw something where
who's to say one song is better than the other? I mean, some songs are just terrible, but if both songs are pretty good and the artist has some talent, like who's to say one's better than the other?
When you're using your award ceremony and your awards, talk, your
go against ICE.
To talk about or to talk about nobody is illegal on stolen land. Well then everybody's illegal.
How did you make all your money?
Let me go to your house, Billie Eilish. Does your house have a fence? Is it gated? Just wondering.
Someone tries to injure you. Is there a rule of law?
Just wondering.
All right, that's America.
Anyway, I digress. Because it's just not worth it.
You want
some
roving
of these
bands
arguments are
of
just
cannibals eating you.
stupid.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, dumb.
Yeah. We can go back to Epstein's Island. Anyway.
Wow, since we're here, since we got here, I think
did you see Tish, the Giants owner, is on the Epstein files 440 times. 440 times with an email that in the how you have the subject line in the email? In the email it says the Ukrainian girl. 440 times? Good God.
How much time did this Epstein guy have in a day? That's my how much time is there in a day?
These files,
dude,
if you look into
all
them,
these files. I
looked into them just because of the names. I just dove into them just because I want to see.
I see some of the things other people's. Actually, I was just listening to a podcast earlier today when I worked out on it, but I haven't delved into it yet because I know what I'm going to do. Is I'm going to get obsessed with it, like I got obsessed with aliens, and nothing comes out of it. Like there's not going to be anything. Like no one's going to go to jail for it. I'm not going to figure out that aliens exist, and I'm not going to figure out like what exactly happened on Epstein's Island. Like, and there's a lot of information out there too. And
this might be the first time I've ever said this, or anybody's ever going to say this, but we've gone off the rails. So why don't we use Fitz gibberish to get us back on the rails? Are you ready?
Yes! I was kind of born ready. It's a diatribe, it's conspiracy theory, and it's an island in the middle of unapologetic and sometimes inaccurate sports talk. I would say we were accurate, but we weren't doing sports talk. We haven't done much sports talk at all. Yes! The Super Bowl is 60 today. The year where a man wakes up 3 times a night to pee like a broken sprinkler. The year your scrotum starts to look like a cleft bat wing. I wrote this early in the morning. Anyway, and the year your wife starts to regret the invention of Viagra. Anyway, the Super Bowl does turn 60, and I just found that out yesterday. And since it's now a made-up American holiday, it got me a little patriotic, kind of like our boy Combs, which reminded me of an excerpt from a uniquely American document. We hold these truths to be self-evident, these troops too, that all men are created equal, that they're endowed by the Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed. That whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it. Yes, that's how we used to govern in this country. Good thing is, you can't miss it if you never experienced it. Anyway, the very last thing I want to do is the very last thing that Combs wants to do on the show is get political. Actually, having my penis sliced vertically while watching Brokeback Mountain dubbed over in Chinese is the very last thing I want to do on the show. But anyway.
You could do that if you were an Olympian. I don't know if you saw that story.
Okay. I did see that story. More to come later. Because at some point we'll talk about the real Super Bowl today. But anyway, the NFL is getting older, and like our politics, it's starting to get a little redundant and maybe a little boring. We roll out the same old candidates almost every year, like sorting out the chairs on the Titanic. No one really cares about who wins the game. We only care about one thing. Right, Russell?
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Whew. The last time I showed a Gladiator clip, there was a black penis in it. Thank God. That time. But anyway, am I entertained this year? I'm going to have to say no. I don't care. It's not the sexiest point to make on a podcast. I have to be either overjoyed or outraged. But it is the one that we're all thinking right now, right? What's my prediction then about this Super Bowl?
I'll give you a winter prediction. It's going to be cold, it's going to be gray, and it's going to last you for the rest of your life.
Thanks, Bill Murray. Thank you. Anyway, I don't care about Bad Bunny. Yeah, we just talked about it. Singing in Spanish at halftime. I don't care about the cute commercial about the girl who finds out her daddy is coming home. And I don't care about the Super Bowl. Sure, I have been rooting for Sam Darnold, mostly because I thought it was the dumbest decision Minnesota made since giving money to Somalians. But I just don't care. You have two organizations that are in the Super Bowl again, with two teams that are not particularly sexy or great at particularly anything, playing for a championship that even their fans would admit is a sleeper draw. How does the NFL fix this? I will say the same thing that I always say about the officiating, about the dumb rules. They don't really have to fix anything. You're going to watch anyway. But where I'd start is the over parity in today's game. When any team can win it on any given Sunday, very few teams can be truly great. Make the NFL great again. And that's Fitz gibberish. Combs, what do you think about today's Super Bowl, buddy? If you ever come back.
I mean, what? I was just trying to keep the people informed about what we're going to be talking about in a little bit.
Stay tuned. We will get into acid to your penis makes you faster downhill skier. That is pretty weird.
That is pretty weird.
Remember when we used to do weird stories at the end of the show? Maybe we should bring that back.
We probably should. We probably should, because that would definitely
like
be
crazy
on the top
stories.
Of it. We'll get into that.
That was your bet.
In just a little bit. But look, the Super Bowl, I think. Look, because of the gambling aspect, I'm entertained by this Super Bowl. I'm into
Take away the gambling.
Super Bowl. You know,
take away the gambling.
If you take away the gambling, I might watch the Puppy Bowl. I just look. There's a couple storylines in here that I'm interested in. I mean, I'm interested in if Sam Darnold wins the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's going to be something.
What does that say? One, about the Jets organization
and redheads.
Two, I mean, the Vikings fan base gotta be out of their minds.
They're lying to themselves. I know a couple of Vikings fans they go to work with, and they're like, "No, JJ, no, they should have. No, he's not." What?
You're crazy. You're crazy. The other one, look, the Drake May aspect.
Probably the best QB performance of the playoffs, probably Sam Darnold.
Yeah, probably. Drake May hasn't really had to do much all season. I mean, I've said this before, but I mean, the 10th easiest strength of schedule in the regular season, goes into the playoffs, faces some pretty good defenses, but doesn't have to score a ton to beat, a Chargers offense that wasn't very good this year and had a quarterback with one arm in Justin Herbert, who had a surgically repaired hand, paid CJ Stroud, who had amnesia and forgot how to play quarterback. And then you played Jarrett Stidham. And I mean, that game ends 10-7. So I don't know what you have in Drake May. I'm interested to find out, because I mean, you complete 76% of your passes in the season. It makes me think that you're a good quarterback. But I think that the defenses that you've played against might have, inflated those numbers just a bit. But we're going to find out. And I think next year is the time to tell for who Drake May and who this Patriots team is. I'm always intrigued by the Super Bowl. I just am. Same thing with, I'm always intrigued by the World Series and by the NHL, the Stanley Cup final, the NBA finals, just because it's the championship, and I'll always watch. I'll always be intrigued. I'll always find a reason to watch. It's just part of who I am. So, I mean, is it two great storied franchises? I mean, the Patriots might be the greatest franchise of all time over in the last 20 plus year span. But I mean, there's no real because it's Seattle and it's New England, two places that nobody really cares about. So
Yeah, and I just think it's a little. There's not a lot of greatness going on in the biggest game of the
JSN,
year.
JSN. I mean,
Yeah.
he had a
Jackson
hell of a
Smith. Yeah,
season.
I mean, yeah, really when I
Yeah,
was writing this, I thought that was the guy I thought about. That was the guy I thought about because he could be the next Jerry Rice in my mind.
my
Uh,
my best bet that I have a ticket on, and it's a guy who's already won Super Bowl MVP in Cooper Cup. He's 100-1 to win the Super Bowl MVP. Patriots team focuses on JSN and opens up some things for Cooper Cup, and Cooper Cup has a good game. Let's say 6 catches, 130 yards, and 2 touchdowns. He could absolutely be the NFL MVP because or the Super Bowl MVP, because I also think that there's a real opportunity where they're going to try to run a trick play where he tries to attempt a pass, and maybe he passes for a touchdown. 100-1.
there's
Like, why?
just not a
Is this
lot
the guy
of.
who already won Super Bowl
I
MVP like 4 years ago?
can't think of a whole lot of Super Bowls. Maybe the Falcons Patriots Super Bowl. That was a pretty sexy Super Bowl. I
Yeah,
mean, remember the Rams Patriots Super Bowl 2019 when the Bears had the double doink?
yeah,
Anyway, that was a wide open year, kind of like this year where it came down and it was just a boring Super Bowl. I think what the Patriots
yeah.
won like what 17
I
to
think this is
30
gonna be an
or something
exciting
like
Super Bowl,
that.
though. I do. I think it's gonna be a boring first half. I think it's gonna be like one of those ones that you have to really pay attention um to the game, because I think in the first half it's going to be slow. I think the defense but I think the adjustments are going to be made, and I think that you're going to have a lot of scoring in the second half of this game. I think it's going to go back and forth. I even
Yeah,
have a bet. There's a bet out there, plus 250 for both teams to have the lead in the fourth quarter, which is a good bet, a good number, a good odd. Um, I think it's going to be a close game. I really do. I don't
I
think it's
just
going to be a blowout.
yeah. I don't. I think it's going to be kind of a boring game, but I could be wrong.
Mm.
Could be a battle. It could be one of the best Super Bowl games actually ever played. I just don't see that happening. I don't see either of these quarterbacks, even though I like their stories. I like Drake May kind of coming out. I just don't see these guys ever being a top 5 quarterback ever.
Super Bowl
Y-
50 was kind of a boring storyline, right? Broncos and Panthers.
Yeah,
That was
I can
kind of a
agree with that.
boring one.
I can agree with that. You got a guy in Cam Newton who's
Yeah.
he had some good throwing years, but he had a very long, when he threw the ball, it was just a very long,
Yeah.
kind of like a long swing for a batter. And it just like, it never kind of worked out throwing the ball. He was kind of like a fullback running too. And you knew that wasn't going to last.
Steelers, Arizona
Broncos had a
Cardinals,
really
I
good
guess,
defense.
in 42, Super Bowl 42. Steelers Cardinals. Kind of a boring story. I mean, Arizona Cardinals. I mean, I remember rooting for the Cardinals in that Super Bowl just because I wanted to see
Was that
Larry Fitzgerald win one.
when Kurt Warner was?
Yes. And Santonio Holmes won the Super Bowl MVP that year. Santonio Holmes.
Oh my God, that's an old name. You're breaking
Yeah.
up some. Yeah, I mean, there's just, I don't know. It's just been like, yeah, the Super Bowl has gotten more competitive than when I was younger, but there was just seemed to be more greatness. I mean, there was a lot of Super Bowls that were like 50-20 back then.
Yeah.
But that has another layer in it where, yeah, the team that's not as good can be something like even that. I remember that Patriots Super Bowl, first time they won the Super Bowl against the Rams. The Rams were supposed to kill them. I don't remember what the spread was, but it was like 15 points. And there was a lot of greatness going on there. You got Tom Brady against Kurt Warner. You got one of the best new offenses pretty much ever. That offense is still one of the best ever to play.
That Patriots Titans one in 2000 was phenomenal. Or 99.
Defense
Was it 2000 or 99?
That's right.
But either way, that Super Bowl was for the stop on the 1 yard line by the
Yes.
Titans.
That was great. That was a great Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And Steve McNair was unbelievable in that. If you rewatch that Super Bowl and what Steve McNair was able to do with basically without an offensive line,
Yeah.
And I forgot the running back who was really good. Did not run for a lot. I mean, he was just unbelievable in that Super Bowl. John Wade Phillips Broncos defense that year was really good. Definitely top 5 all time. Yeah, I agree with that. That was a really good Super Bowl.
Let's talk Super Bowl parties. I'm gonna throw a couple scenarios out you, and let's
like
give our answers out. Super Bowl parties.
You're gonna make me start drinking again. No,
what's the most annoying thing to encounter at a Super Bowl party?
I think when you have this is gonna be kind of broad. I'm trying to think of a story, but when you have too many people who don't care about the game there, they're constantly trying to pull your. It's like, I do want to watch the game, and I make that clear. I'm pretty clear. I want to watch the game. Again, 60 minutes. Like, that's all I don't really want to talk.
You're sitting there in a football jersey with the team that's playing on, and, and they're like, hey, you remember about my kid who I had to change his diaper and little Johnny had to go to school? And you're like, shut the fuck up.
It's sort of like when we were in my brother John's garage during the Packers-Bears game, and John kept clapping. And I wanted to grab his head and smush his eyeballs into the bed. But I love him. He's my older brother.
Yeah.
He'd probably end up killing me because he's a lot stronger than me, unfortunately.
That's not what you were going to say. That's not what you're going to say.
But people were trying to have conversation. I had a lot of friends there that don't really care about football that much. They got into it by the end of the game. Like, even people who didn't care about football could not watch the end of that game. And everybody was weighing on every play. But at some point, it's like, I don't care if it's 2nd down and 8 and it's, 11 minutes to go in the second quarter. I want to watch. Every little detail matters to me. Like, I'm just weird that way. But that's my long-winded.
For me, it's the person, and my mother-in-law is guilty of this. So Deb, this is you. You're one of them. But there's a lot of people out there. She's not the only one. It happens. It drives me nuts, and it always has. When you're sitting there watching the game, and somebody has a strip card or somebody has Super Bowl squares, and they're going through every possible scenario for their square or their strip card to hit, and there's still 6 minutes to go in the quarter. Like, what are we doing where we still have 6 minutes to go in the quarter, and you want to go over every scenario you have for your square or your thing to hit? This score can change 500 different times between now and the end of the quarter, and I'm sitting here listening to you jabber. Oh, well, if they score and then they get a 2-point conversion, I'll hit my square. Yeah, but then there'd still be 4 minutes left for these guys to drive down the damn field. Driving me nuts. Like, I don't care about your square. I don't care about your. Yeah, I have squares myself. I'm in strip cards too. Like, I get it. I don't need to know every scenario. Trust me, I know the scenarios already on how you can hit it. But
when you win, tell me. Or if it's like big money at the end of the game. I remember one time, you might remember this, when Baltimore missed like a 20-yard field goal at the end of the game.
Yes.
I'm sitting next to my late cousin, pitcher in the background, and he, if they miss the field goal, he wins like $2,000, and they missed it, and they were out of the playoffs. Like, I think they didn't make it to the championship game. I don't think it was this was like 10 years ago. People probably remember this kick. It was a big kick, and it was like 25 yards. The guy misses the kick. He wins $2,000. Now that's something, but I agree with you. Like, all the stupid, I need a safety and it's like, just shut up.
If there's 30 seconds left to go in the game and you need this touchdown to win your square and to win like $5,000 or $6,000 on your squares, tell me. Yeah. I'll cheer with you. I'll root with you.
But if it's $50,
but 6 minutes to go, stop it.
Yeah,
stop it.
Usually the guy that's gonna win $50, and that's like, how much did you win? I won $50. It's like, what?
What's your favorite snack at a Super Bowl party? Is it wings? For me, it's buffalo chicken. For me, it's buffalo chicken dip.
And I'm not gonna yell at you about that. I love buffalo chicken. I think it's one of the greatest inventions in this country's history. But I love the nacho, man, especially with some steak nachos, like whatever.
God, yeah.
I love the nacho.
Oh, you go to
like
rich parties.
Really anything.
I've never gone to a party where they have steak nachos. You go to you got like you going to elitist parties?
Upscale,
is that what you're doing? You going to like who the hell? What Super Bowl party do you go to that has steak nachos? Because I need to go to that Super Bowl party.
You want to go? You want it?
Is this John's house?
John, that's a little too decadent for John. John's more of a ground beef, like almost close enough to be a dog food.
He looks like ground beef.
He does look like he's ground beef.
Like ground beef.
He's more of a ground beef man. I'm surprised he has a pool and not just a hole in the ground that collects rainwater. That shocks me that he has that.
What about the one that you walk into and you're like, really? This is what you put on the table? For me, look, I'm at a Super Bowl party. I do not want anything healthy. So if you've got the vegetable tray,
I'm a health food guy.
At a Super Bowl party, I'm flipping the table. It's got to be junk food. If you put
gotta be a day.
Damn freaking! I don't want to dip freaking asparagus in ranch. No. Okay, get the damn veggie tray off of the table.
Yeah, no. There's certain days where you this is your cheat day. I think people should eat healthy. I think it's your duty in our culture at this point to start eating healthy. Food is trying to kill you, by the way. But there's certain days.
Yeah.
Christmas, Super Bowl. Like, yeah. I want to get dementia from the food I eat at Super Bowl. I want to have type 2 diabetes by the time I leave your house.
Oh, I love it. Let's talk some of the betting aspects of the Super Bowl. We have a special guest with us to talk some of the betting aspects, and by special, I don't mean Ed like my partner. Special guest, a guy who actually knows sports betting, a guy who actually places wagers on games, unlike my broadcast partner who thinks that betting is dumb and only wants to do fake broadcasts. Our guy, Jeremiah Murray. What's going on, Jeremiah?
Hola, me llamo es Jeremiah. My hips don't lie, Shakira.
Whatever you just said, I agree with you, because you
can't do the Shakira talk during the show.
Fine, you don't have to. You don't have to anymore. All right, so it's just me and Jeremiah now. We're gonna let the two guys who know about sports gambling talk about a little bit of sports gambling. What do you got going on the game? Do you got it? First of all, did you put any of your hard-earned money on some of these nonsense wagers, like color of the Gatorade, who pours the Gatorade? Did you do any of that?
No, I usually don't even mess around with that stuff. I'd rather bet on stuff I actually can know about beforehand.
Yeah. The only one I did was the color of the Gatorade. I did do something on that because I went with the lime green. It was plus 450. I figure
Seahawks.
Seahawks, lime green.
Oh,
you kind of go with it. So if you think the Seahawks are going to win, go with lime green. And the Patriots, 4 of their last 5 Super Bowls have used blue. So there's a little nugget for you if you're looking at blue and you think the Patriots are going to win. But Jeremiah, floor is yours. What kind of bets you got going on, man?
So I think the market kind of went nuts on this game. Like you're looking at, like, the first thing I thought was Drake May rushing yards. And I went to go look at it, and I'm like, he's projected more rushing yards than Trevion Henderson in this game.
Yes.
So I'm not going to bet that. Like, that's a bet I like, but I'm not going to bet that because they just juiced it up so hard.
He's plus 600 to lead the game in rushing. Plus 600. And for reference, Trevion Henderson is plus 1900.
Yep. And that's where I would put my bets down, is something like that. Throw a little something on him to be the leading rusher. They have him for the longest rush of the game at plus 350.
Henderson, that is?
No, Drake May.
Drake May, okay.
And Drake May longest rush 15 plus is like minus 104. That's where you're going to find, because if you bet the total, I mean, he's gone over that, I think, in like 6 games, over 40 yards. So, I mean, it's possible he does it, but I think it's a little too high for me.
What do you like on the total? Are you an over or an under guy in this game?
I'm an under on this. I think this is going to be a rock fight, especially early on. It's just not much action going on.
Yeah. I bet the over today just because I'm with you. I think it's a rock fight in the beginning. I just think there's a lot of points scored in the second half, especially in the fourth quarter. That's one that you could look at too. One of those side props is most points in a quarter and bet the fourth. I think that's where all the action is going to be.
Use the Doubting Thomas method.
Yeah,
bet by half.
Hey, take a bath, fall asleep, and
yeah.
Is that the Doubting Thomas method?
Drink 5 Labatt Blues and fall asleep on the couch
while smoking a Marlboro.
I don't think he's smoking these days, but who knows? It'd be more like a cigar for him. But yeah, some people in the chat can put their bets. But yeah, I mean, which half? So would you bet a second half, Combs? Maybe a second half over under?
I have the total over 45.5. I took the total over. I think this is a high scoring game. I made my pick, and we'll make our picks here at the end too. But I made my pick on BetMGM tonight this week, and my final score is 33-32. I think it's a really close game. I think there's a rock fight game too, but I think you are going to get probably about I'd say at least a 20 to 24 point fourth quarter is where I'm at.
I could see it happening. Like I think it's gonna. I would go under, but I would not be shocked if you saw it going over.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
I think for player props and whatnot, you would look for the secondary players, like, because these are 2 awesome defenses. So if it does become that high scoring game, you're not likely going to see Njigba going off, because what's the Patriots' motto? You take away what's best, what they have best, and make them beat you with other people.
So maybe Cooper Kupp at 100-1 to win MVP, you're saying?
That it's a good bet. I would go defensive players for MVP. Find a defensive player from each team and go with that. And John's got Seahawks.
Seahawks 42-21, doubling up those Patriots.
John's drunk at 11:47 in the morning. That's crazy.
You can't drink all day if you don't start in the morning.
Yeah. Come on.
That's fair. That's fair. Where do you sit on the MVP? So you're sitting defensive player? Like, do you have any players?
Yeah.
Who are you thinking?
That's where I'm going to put. I'm just going to sprinkle on, like, I'm going to go way out there and go like a Milton Williams.
Okay. Like 400-1?
It is. It is crazy odds, but it's like
$5 on and retire.
Yeah, it's like he gets a couple big sacks and strip sack or something like that, or forces a fumble. Pick. And if this winds up being one of those 14-7 games, that's what's going to pay off as a defensive player. You can't go wrong with anybody in the secondaries. Take a Christian Gonzalez or anybody.
Yeah.
The Seahawks basically just pick a player. Like, pick a defensive player. Any one of them can wreck the game.
A couple of dollars on each one would probably do you some good, because those odds are crazy high.
What's the odds for Sam Darnold winning the MVP?
It's like plus 350. He's the favorite, I believe, to win MVP.
Yeah, it's the chalk is the 2 quarterbacks.
Yeah.
So the MVP of the season, Drake May. Which, if he wins MVP, is
he was not the MVP of the season. It was Matthew Stafford who won MVP.
I know, but people were saying he should win it, which was ridiculous.
Stupid. People that don't watch
arguments
are looking at that. What so here's some of my bets, and you tell me whether or not you would fade or follow. Okay.
Can I talk? Can I comment?
Touchdown at plus 2200.
You're not listening.
We don't care about you.
Who first touchdown?
Matt Collins at plus 2200.
I could see it. I mean, it's a good long shot.
Yeah, I like him for Seattle or who did or him for New England or Rashid Shaheed is 18-1 on for Seattle. I think both of them are good plays.
My favorite player in the game is one Jake Bobo.
Ooh,
Jake Bobo to get one receiving yard is plus 144.
You just
what
like
for one receiving yard?
One receiving yard plus 144, and I'm like, yeah, sure.
I'm adding that to the ticket.
That's not.
And him for a touchdown at all is plus 1100.
Okay.
I don't know what his first touchdown market is.
Any non-quarterback to throw a touchdown is plus 900.
I don't.
How would you feel about a Super Cup touchdown pass?
These are two defensive, like traditional type. You're not going to see craziness from these guys. Like they're gonna do just. I mean, it is from Mike Vrabel who catches touchdowns. So
Vrabel also, Vrabel used to in Tennessee. I mean, there was a couple of times where he had Derrick Henry throwing a touchdown pass.
True.
And we had Jay Gruden on our show on BetMGM Game Day this morning, and Jay Gruden thinks you're going to see all of the stops pulled out by both of these head coaches today. He thinks you're going to see he thinks you're going to see quite a few trick plays
with these defenses. I don't know.
I think of the game.
I don't want guys who are not doing offensive stuff, doing offensive skill player stuff. I don't know if I want that against these defenses, especially the Seahawks defense.
The game flow is going to matter. I mean, if it winds up where Combs is talking about, where it kind of starts slow and then they're starting to swing away, then you will see those. They're going to empty the bag. But if it's 7-3, you're not running a trick play when it's 7-3, unless you're down and it's Ben like Johnson. Miracle time. Yeah, well, Ben Johnson just doesn't give a shit. That's why.
No,
if you're Ben Johnson, you run the ball, you smash their mouth all the way down to the 1, and then you try 3 reverses to get into the end zone. That's what you do.
Stop.
I mean, it could be the triple option that the idiot ran last year.
It's
at the goal line.
Oh my God. Shame.
I'm bringing up old memories. Speaking of the Seahawks.
If you're Seattle and you're the Seahawks, it's plus 350. Will the Seahawks run the ball, or I'm sorry, will the Seahawks throw a pass from the 1-yard line?
Ooh.
Everybody remembers Pete Carroll. Kind of, it's obviously a play on the play where they should have run it up the middle with the best short yardage back maybe in the history of the game in beast mode. Instead they throw an interception, but I mean, plus 350 worth a play.
I think in today's NFL, that's worth playing every single game.
Yeah.
I mean, they're gonna that's usually the recipe is they're run on first down, then they might throw on second and third down, and then run on fourth down. Like that's like the new age NFL. So plus 350. That's actually really good odds for that.
Yeah.
Is there any cross sports betting going on? Like maybe Josh Giddey has more points than Drake May rushing yards.
Well, Combs, you would like the combined over of points in the game and U.S. gold medals at 58.
Ooh, I do like that. The combined number. So you're going to take the total points plus U.S. gold to go over 58?
Yep.
Or it has to land at 58?
That is interesting.
It's over under 58. I think it's it's 58.5 maybe.
What's the juice to the over?
I think it was one of those like minus 110s. It's not anything wild.
Yeah, it's kind of worth the square. I mean, because I think for me, I think it's a high scoring game. So at this point, if say we get 46-51 points, now we need 7 American medals, and now we're golden. But
the Americans average about 8 gold medals per Winter Olympics.
if the defenses hang on, and this is like a 17-10 game, we're in a world of hurt.
Yeah, you're in trouble. Yeah, you ain't getting that.
Unless America wins every event.
Lindsey Vaughn on no ACL will bring it home.
She got medevaced again today.
Did she?
This morning she did. She had to get helicoptered off. But look, I'm gonna tell you right now, Lindsey Vaughn, in the way that she's done in this with a ruptured ACL, meniscal damage, and bone bruising,
and Jake Bobo.
LeBron's a bitch. I don't care what anybody says.
That's fair.
LeBron got carried off with cramps. This woman is downhill skiing with jumps on with no ACL, bone bruising, and just incredible heart.
And she's 41.
And she's 41. And she is invited to my bedroom No, I'm just joking.
Jay Cutler just went back and hid in his bedroom.
While we got you.
Fuck Jay
and you are a long-suffering, and I hate to switch the subject, but while we got you, and I know you're a long-suffering White Sox fan.
Oh, God.
Do you have a bet on the over-under White Sox wins this season?
Oh, it's an over on wins for the Sox. That's an easy play this year.
What's it set at?
There was some that were set at 64, some that were set at 67 or 68, right?
They're all in the 60s. I believe this is a 70-win team. So
I think so too.
Okay,
but those are higher than I thought they would be. I thought they'd be in the 50s or something, high 50s. But
what they win last year?
Well,
50.
They won
60, right?
60.
Okay.
They won.
Yeah, and I mean they shattered their over last year. Because their over was like 50 games last year.
Well,
so Vegas ain't falling for that again.
They won 11 games in 2024, so they had to shatter the over record in 2025.
I agree with you. I think this is a 70-win team. So
70-win team for the White Sox.
I think so.
You guys can really get there with that White Sox. Because look, I haven't really dove deep into the baseball season yet. I'm going to this week, but I mean, look, there's been some moves. I mean, Matsuyama.
They're going to score some runs. They're going to score some runs. They're going to have trouble with their starting pitching. I think that's.
Are they though? I mean, you still got rid of Luis Robert, and you still like this pitching staff. You're sold on this pitching staff?
No, I think the starting rotation is going to have some problems, especially once we get into the later months in August and September. I think we're going to have some major problems with the starting.
So the starting rotation is going to have problems, and you still want me to buy on 70?
They have to lose 92 games.
They're going to score a lot of runs.
I think they're going to score some runs.
Okay.
I think if each rookie gets even plays the same way they played last year, but a lot of these guys didn't play 162 games last year. I think
they got a lot of young arms too.
400-1.
What?
Well, you remember my parlay?
Yeah.
Jared Stidham ruined it.
Yeah, jerk. Freaking jerk. Well, dude, that's 70 wins.
No to the Sox over 70. What do you think they're not going to win the title? Was 70 wins? They got some real
70 wins might win this division.
They got some real talent on this team.
Dude, it is a horse crap division.
Can you imagine if 70 wins the division and they get to host a wild card round?
I would celebrate it. I'm usually all against it. That's so bad. I would celebrate it. I would love it.
I'd be on here with my sunglasses on and a division-winning T-shirt.
It's Chicago, baby.
Chicago.
Yep. You just got to swim in that.
Yeah,
man.
It's going to happen. There's going to be a sub 500 team that's going to be in an MLB playoffs at some point.
All right. So who's your winner tonight, Jeremiah?
I think it's the Seahawks.
Score?
I just think and I think it's going to be like a 21-17 type of game.
Okay. 21-17 Seahawks.
The under.
I like it, but that doesn't cover the 4.5. So that's a Patriots cover right there. So I like that. we'll see, man. Thanks you for joining the show. We appreciate you for coming on, giving us some of your betting knowledge. Since my co-host is
Always
not a
interesting.
gambler and he doesn't know shit, and he's better than you. So if you ever just want to take his place,
Not
you know,
even true.
Combs and Jeremiah
Not true.
sounds
I do bet
sounds
sometimes.
really good.
Just because I'm not a degenerate gambler.
Anytime.
I'm
Anytime.
a complete degenerate.
I'm gonna pit you guys against each other. Just slowly move my way in. I'm gonna do shows with Fitz, and then I'll do shows with Combs.
And then soon it's just gonna be Jeremiah. It's not gonna be anyone.
Yeah, then I'll just have my own show.
Yeah.
She's gonna take it all over.
Yeah.
I like it. Well, we appreciate you, Jeremiah, man. Enjoy
Thanks,
the Super
buddy.
Bowl. Have a good week.
day.
We'll talk to you next weekend.
See ya.
Later, man.
Take care.
All right. So Seattle
funny.
21-17. Good stuff from Jeremiah, dude. He's great.
Always.
Yeah, absolutely.
Always.
All right. Before we get out of here, let's do our
Want me to go
predictions
first?
too.
You want me to go first here?
Where you at with it?
I'm not really off in the total for the Seahawks of where Jeremiah was. I'm at like 20 to 10 here. Low scoring game. I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if the Patriots score in the single digits. That might be, controversial. But I just don't have as much confidence in that offense that other people do. I don't see a lot of what they do great. I think Drake May's had a great season. I agree. I don't care about his opponents necessarily. I don't think he'll ever be a top 5 quarterback. I don't see that him. You watch him play and then go watch Caleb Williams just, I don't know, do regular stuff. And he's way better. I mean, it makes me happy to know that we have that. Not to get totally off topic, but yeah, I got him. I got about 20 to 10.
I've been back and forth on this game all week. I don't know where it sits as far as, over under. Like, I think it could go either way. I'm on the over. I think like I said, I think it starts out slow and you get a lot of second half points, a lot of fourth quarter points. I've been back and forth on who I think's going to win. I started out when both teams won on Championship Sunday, thinking this was going to be a field goal game, no matter which way it swung. Somebody was going to win on a last-second field goal. I'm gonna go Patriots 27-24 in this one. I'm gonna go Patriots 27-24.
Patriots winning it.
My final prediction.
It's because you're boy. Because your son.
It's not only that, but it's just Vrabel to me, I think, is a guy that is going to get more out of his team today than Mike McDonald. I think that they have been told all for the last 2 weeks that they're the best team in the NFL, and the Patriots, they're going to walk all over the Patriots. And there's just something about this NFL season, man. There's just something about this NFL season. The things that are supposed to happen have not happened.
Been a wild one.
And I think that is going to happen again in the Super Bowl. So give me Patriots 27-24. I won't be mad if I'm wrong because, it's Patriots and their fan base, other than my kids. Not really a big fan. Spent a lot of years in New England while they were winning championships as a Chicago sports fan. So kind of ruined my taste for them. But I would be happy for my friends who are Patriots fans if they do win. So I think Patriots 27-24 is where I'm going to lie. I think it's going to be a close one, man. I really do. I think it's going to be a field goal game, and I think you're going to get a lot of points in the fourth quarter. So we'll see where it ends up, man. We've got World Baseball Classic coming up, pitchers and catchers report this week. So we're going to have some baseball to talk next week for sure.
Here we go.
We are, today's the 8th. We are 12 days away from Cubs White Sox opening up spring training baseball.
And the World
February
Baseball
20th.
Classic. It's
World Baseball Classic is March 5th.
Two very interesting teams playing this year to watch.
I mean,
it's going to be a fun
America has
baseball
two
year.
teams. America has two teams. USA, Puerto Rico. Two teams for
pretty much, yeah.
Bad money. Dude, Javier Baez getting suspended for weed and not being on the roster though is dumb to me.
Crazy. But
It's legal.
If he's hurt, they'd give him, opiates.
Yeah,
they'd give him one of the most addictive drugs known to man.
And marijuana is legal. Like, could you imagine if the story tomorrow?
Which is a pain reliever, they can't give him.
Can you imagine Aaron Judge gets suspended and doesn't make the Team USA roster because he had a rum and coke last night? Something that's legal.
Yeah,
like, it just
which is
make sense.
Way worse than pot.
Yeah,
like alcohol, way worse than pot. By the way,
way
worse for
DUI,
your body too.
Fine. Smoke a blunt? No. DUI, you're okay. We'll get you by.
Unbelievable. We've talked about this before. I've had Fitz gibberish. It's unbelievable that in sports, what the pharmaceutical companies have done to this country is disgusting.
Oh yeah, it's insane.
I don't want to get on my soapbox right now.
It's insane. But we will get into baseball next week. We will start looking more into the teams. We'll start having our team breakdowns like we do every year. Start picking our winners, season, our losers of our divisions. I can't wait, man.
Might be the last baseball season ever.
It's going to be the last baseball season for at least a year.
Has his way.
God, Rob Manfred. I could take a long leap off of a short pier, would you? Please.
Creep.
I can't stand him. He's probably on the Epstein files too.
Probably.
Anyway.
I hope he is. He's one of the guys that you hope are in the Epstein files.
Yeah, you start, man, couldn't this guy be in there instead of this guy? Like,
can't we just put him in there?
I mean, yeah, does Jay-Z really need to be in there? Can't we put somebody else in there?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, Tish was in there 440 times. Can't we give like 10 of those to Rob Manfred? Like, they just divvy them out to people we don't like.
Yeah.
That'd be great. I mean, you don't need 440 charges. Let's just get, let's divvy them out to people that need them.
What about Downing Thomas not betting?
I don't play props, and I have no strong opinions on this game. Why don't you play props, you coward?
Wow.
Who doesn't play props?
Right before the end of the show.
I mean, who doesn't play props?
Yeah. No, I'd even throw in a prop bet now and then.
Yeah, and he has no balls, and he's giving prop bets. Come on, Doubting Thomas. Anyway, we will see you guys.
You were just crabby today or something.
Shots fired at the end of the show. Just shots fired. We're gonna get out of here. We will see you guys next week. Everybody enjoy the Super Bowl. Enjoy the game. 6 months. Brutal. Anyway, we'll see you guys next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. By the way, check out the Prime Coverage Sports Network. Combs and Fitz, Windy City Sports Talk, about to be a part of the Prime Coverage Sports Network. A new network that is startup, being run by people that are in the industry. So excited to be a part of that. Good things to come. So check out Prime Coverage Sports Network on Facebook, on Twitter, YouTube, all of the above. Follow their shows, follow the content. Great stuff. Till next time, tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your enemies. We'll see you later.